You must know by now, I love to experiment and create with paint. It is the one magic tool that will tie together a whole bunch of mismatched objects. And that's exactly what I'm going to do today with these bits and bobs to add a bit of life and sparkle to this end of the lounge room. Two sisters own this cute apartment and like me, they love a bit of op shopping and buying things online. This is one of their most recent purchases, a big old sideboard. Now I love the scale and it has excellent storage, which is what everyone needs in small space living. What I don't love is the colour. It's just dark, it's a little bit depressing and overpowers this end of the room. So what I want to do is give it a facelift using one of my favourite paint finishes. Give your furniture a light sand, it will help the paint to stick. If you're going to go on with a light top coat colour like I am, it's best to use an undercoat. You know, if you're organised, you can easily do a project like this in one weekend. So what I would do is I'd shop for the paint during the week, maybe on Friday night while you're watching the telly, Better Homes and Gardens. You could do this step, the undercoat, and then Saturday morning you will be ready to go. And by Sunday dinner, piece will be done, painted, and your house will look beautiful. You see stuff like this in op shops and garage sales all the time. You've probably even got bits and pieces like this in the back of your cupboard. So long as you like the shape, you can actually bring everything together with colour. So using my chalky finish spray paint, this is going to be transformed into the most stylish collection. The real secret to getting a drip-free, perfect finish is not to be too liberal with your coat. So get one even coat on and then take it off and set it aside to dry. Get on with the other pieces and you can come back and do a second coat. Well, that's a pretty effective way to jazz up op shop vases. Now, what I need is a beautiful piece of art to go behind them on the wall above the cabinet. Now, this is an op shop frame. It's missing its glass, but the frame is still in good nick. So what I want to do is create beautiful texture for the wall, something soft and subtle to go behind the vases. You know I keep it squeaky clean. What's so great about corrugated cardboard is when you tear it across, you get all of this fantastic ribbing, beautiful texture. Now, if you weave it together like a basket weave pattern, it can actually form really great contrast in the background. And then with the other pieces, over, under, just normal weaving. That itself looks like a piece of fabric. Painted up, you could frame that alone. But if you want to get some other shapes, you can just have an experiment just with plain pieces of cardboard. You'll see it's kind of laminated and you can tear it apart. So you can expose some of the ribbing and you can also have smooth areas. So when that's painted, you get this nice contrast. Admittedly, it doesn't really look that good at this stage, just a little bit patchy. So it's the paint that brings it together. So this is the important stage. You will need to seal it. Again, I'm just using the prep coat, the same paint that I used for the cabinet. And as for the colours, well, it really is up to you, but I would take inspiration from other things in the room. That way it'll all go together perfectly. And then I'll carry those colours through onto the sideboard. The name is a bit of a giveaway. Chalk Effect paint is smooth, it's velvety. It's the perfect type of paint that you would use on old furniture. Because of that velvety finish, it's very forgiving. So if you've got any dings or nicks, it actually just covers over, and being that matte finish, it won't highlight them. Now this is one of the new colours in the range, and we've chosen green because it ties in beautifully with a lot of the accents already in the room. And I think just having that contrast on the inside just adds that nice little surprise. When you open the drawer, beautiful. This is such a pretty green. I'm using it for the inside of the cabinet and the doors as well. The old knobs that came off the cabinet before, well, they were just too pretty to throw away. So instead, what I'm doing here is just repurposing them. It's a smart little storage idea, which situated on the back of the door is the perfect spot for your keys, maybe even your bag, and don't forget your pooch. Good for the dog lead too. Now let's take care of the rest of it. The old sideboard, well, it was picked up for a song online, and look at it now. It has come up so beautifully, so much better than the big old brown cabinet that was there before. I love this colour scheme. It's so elegant and understated, and it fits in beautifully with the room. So if you've got bits and pieces lying around your house that you've fallen out of love with, well, look at the power of paint. It can completely transform things, and all in a weekend.